Almost set for evening baseball from Great American Park in Cincinnati. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Cincinnati Reds. Stay tuned for Reds baseball next. Kevin Logan will be the one towing the rubber for the Reds. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
At the plate, Christian Brummett, and we are set for baseball here this evening. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they begin this series feeling pretty good about the way things have gone as they come in riding a 4-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty V, talk about a team on a nice little roll right now, Dero. Start this homestand out. They've won the first 3 games, and now they open up a new series here. This could be one of those really good series.
Yeah, and they've been executing, Dan. We were down on the field before the game watching this team take BP, staying within themselves, not trying to do too much. A lot of smiles coming out of this team.
And that finds its way through for a base hit. And now the Reds will have his terrific speed to contend with at first right out of the chute.
Nice piece of hitting right there. When you're facing a young blood on the mound, young starting pitcher, you want to get him into the stretch as quick as possible. You want to see how he handles the moment, see if maybe you can run on him. A lot of things going to open up with this next at bat.
Into the box now, Christopher Wiggins. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Wiggins stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. Is usually found patrolling the outfield, but he can also get behind the plate, and that's exactly what he's doing in this one.
Yeah, and this, I'll tell you what, you want to have a job in the big leagues for the next 15, 20 years, be versatile and have the ability to catch. I'll be locked in on this guy today because that's a tough ass to go behind the dish. I want to see how he works with the pitcher, but if he can do it, if he can frame balls, play corner outfield positions, maybe moonlight in the infield a little bit and swing a decent bat, this guy will stay in the game for a long time.
Up next for the Buccos, Roberto Clemente. He comes into this one hoping for a late season push toward moving up near the top of that RBI leaderboard. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Hey, Dero, you better be up there ready to swing with Ricky Holiday behind the plate, particularly on that high pitch.
Yeah, and I don't like that, Dan. As an offensive player, that's the one pitch that you almost can't get to with a power guy on the mound. I'm okay with you giving a little bit on the corners. If you start giving north, it makes it super tough on the hitters.
Runner goes for second. 2 balls and a strike to count. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. They'll try it again from first. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Try it one more time for second. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hamilton is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead. On to first, and they get the double play. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Tyler Wiggins. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title. And that misses inside 1-0. The 1-0 laid off for ball 2.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front, even though he didn't pot commit on that one. It opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
3-0 to him now. Here it is on 3-0. And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
I'll tell you, he's looked unsteady out there since the first pitch he threw. A couple of hits and a free pass, so he's really searching for an answer to get back on track. We'll see if he can settle down here.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Randy Wiggins. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First pitch of the at-bat. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. Wiggins is a guy you have to keep an eye on in the batter's box. He's definitely been known to drop down a bunt from time to time. That's something he's really good at.
And in today's game,
meanwhile now, this is trouble down that right field line. This should be extra bases. Wiggins is on his way home. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
I guess their scouting reports on this guy were dead on, because it's already 2-0 in the early going, and they're having absolutely no trouble seeing him here. On the other side, they're very quickly looking at a game that they're going to have to fight back in.
In now, Curtis Wiggins, as he will swing and miss at a breaking pitch on the outer half. It's 0-1.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make-or-break moment in this game. When you're playing a first-place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
Bouncer down the line, but it gets foul. Here's a bouncing ball now headed for the shortstop, Segura. And a low throw to first, but Votto's able to come up with it. A fine play there to end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Pirates on top, 2-0. Dan Wiggins gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Boy, was he super good in his last one, a complete game shutout, a true gem. He certainly would like to repeat that performance here.
So coming to the plate, Gene Segura. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. First offering on its way. Here's a swing and a ground ball. This is foul for the first strike. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, Dero? You've been on some good teams. Not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
Time now for a look at the hometown Reds starting lineup card in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, I'm looking for a big performance from Nolan Arenado. The guy's an RBI machine. He's got over 100 of them on the season, and that's a big reason why this team is having the type of year that they're having. It's hard to imagine this team having this kind of success without his production.
Now a bunt attempt here, and he won't take any chances on that one, as this is scooped away in foul territory for the first strike. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. 1 out, nobody on.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
1-2, the count to Billy Hamilton. The 1-2. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. Here comes the first pitch. And the changeup just missed the inside corner.
Back-to-back punch-outs in the bottom of the first. This guy has got his stuff working today. This offense better wake up.
And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
Chopped weakly to the left. Barehanded at his knees. He is out. Reds are down in order. They trail things here 2-0. Digging in now, Brian Brummett. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0 home is looked at off the plate for a ball. High in the air out to center field. Hamilton is right there, 1 down.
Okay, here's how the Reds are lining up in this one. You guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
A count of 1-1 to the Pirates' first baseman. The 1-2. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Now the 3-2 pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Rose has it in his sights, and that's the second out of the inning.
Batting ninth, pitcher Dan Wiggins.
Stepping in, Dan Wiggins. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. And that one just missed outside. The 1-0 is outside for a ball.
Can't allow yourself to lose focus right here with the pitcher up. Got to stay on the attack. Minimize pitches against these guys and put them away early.
And there's a base hit on the line. He's around first, heading for 2. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you could say, hey, he's gone a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
Lays off 1-0. Wiggins at second with 2 down. And he fouls this one off. One and one. Here it is. Driven nicely into the gap. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. The relay throw, and he is in there with an RBI triple.
This is an easy decision for him to try for third because he has the play right in front of him, so he doesn't have to rely on any of his base coaches. Good decision to keep chugging, and he makes it all the way around safely.
Into the box, Christopher Wiggins, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. A base hit in his first trip. 0-1, here it comes. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Men on third with 2 down. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. One for the Pirates here, and it comes via the RBI triple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 3-0 Pittsburgh. Here's Jay Bruce now. They'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Hey, from a hitter's perspective, I don't mind that take right there. I know it's in the zone, but this is a hitter's yard. You want something bell high that you can get loose on.
The bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Time for a look at the Buccos on team. And diving into the numbers on this team, the one thing that jumps off the page is the fact that these guys can flat play deep. The highest fielding percentage in the league. Something to focus on today when you're watching this one.
Now in the box, Joey Votto, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. Changeup too low, and it's 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Count even now at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 now to Votto. And he'll try to hold back on the pitch inside, but he pretty clearly broke the plane that time. It's strike 2. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
Set to get his evening at the plate started. Keith Rose batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. And that misses, ball 1.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
2 out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Now the 2-0. Nope. 3-0.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
He loses him on ball 4.
Out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
At the plate, Johnny Bench. And he'll be one to watch out for in this one. Very good numbers in recent games. Now the outfield shifts into a no doubles defense after getting the sign from the dugout, basically playing to keep the ball in front of him no matter what. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pitch inside. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
The count now at 2-1. Rose stands at second with 2 gone. Ready with the 2-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Reds leave 1, still down 3-0. Striding in once again, Roberto Clemente.
Right fielder, Roberto.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Now the 2-0. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. 2-2.
2-2.
The 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Stepping in now, Tyler Wiggins. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. The 1-0. And it's fouled away. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that nasty split finger, add in the velocity in the high 80s, you ain't doing much with that.
Hard hit ball to second. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
I don't know what side of the fence I fall on, boys. Old school, new school. I think I kind of stand right along that fence. But one thing that gets me jacked up is watching guys grind down in the count and drive base hits the other way.
Standing in now, Randy Wiggins, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. The 0-1 pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. The set and the 1-1 pitch is taken for strike 2.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing them through.
But the runner's back easily. The 1-2. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. Runner at first here, 1 man out. lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Runners going. Strike called. Now the throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second.
Now batting, shortstop, Curtis Wiggins.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Curtis Wiggins. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. 2 out here and a runner at second. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
Lays off 2-2 now.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. One left for Pittsburgh, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Leading off the inning, Peter Nishiki, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes this the other way to right, and the Reds have their first hit of the game. Running hard, he's digging for second, and he will get in there with his first big league hit, a double. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Peter Nishii has just collected his first hit in the big leagues, and as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
First pitch on its way. Now a bunt attempt here. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
Well, when you're trying to move a guy up to third with a bunt, that's exactly how you want to do it. Make the third baseman field the ball. That way his only play is to first. That was very well executed.
Digging in to try it again, Gene Segura. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Clemente sprinting after it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And they are on the board. It's a sac fly and an RBI to make this a 3-1 game now. Digging in for his second at-bat, Billy Hamilton. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Changeup in for a strike. Hamilton, originally from Mississippi, he was taken in the second round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Pulled the string on him. Strike 3 swinging. And that ends the inning. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. On now to the top of inning number 4. Pittsburgh leads this one 3-1. Ready for another chance. Brian Brummett 0 for 1 for him here in this. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Ripped down the line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And it's a good start to the inning for the Bucks. It's a leadoff double. So he's into scoring position here on that double that kicks off the 4th inning. And as we check out the Bucks leaders in that category, you can see he currently sits in 3rd place on the ball club in that department. Settling in now, Scott Gifford. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Here's a high pop-up. Votto over to his right. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So we saw the fastball there as he got the pop out, and that'll segue right into our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. The pitcher, Dan Wiggins, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. The 1-2. Left side. And that's through into left, a base hit. The throw home. But this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores. So another run in to score. And we've seen that this has been a potent offense all season long as we bring in a look at the league leaderboard for runs scored. And you can see, in fact, that these guys currently lead the National League in that category. And, in fact, lead all of baseball as well. Digging in and looking for more, Christian Brummett, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
1-0 pitch on the way. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not attacking the strike zone anymore.
And there he goes towards second. He swings and misses. Throw down. Is not going to get him as he swipes second. So another stolen base there. This definitely is a team that's used their wheels to full advantage all season long as we check out the league leaderboard for stolen bases. And you can see, in fact, that these guys currently lead the National League in that category. And, in fact, lead all of baseball as well. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. Unable to recover. He's safe at first, and now the attention turns back to the guy on the mound.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
Digging in once again, Christopher Wiggins. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. A line shot to third base, but no double play here as he's back in safely at third.
The batter, right fielder, Roberto Clemente.
In now, Roberto Clemente as he hits one on a line to left field. And they'll add one more to the lead. It's now a 5-1 ball game. So he's able to come through here with 2 away, and that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard. And with the final month winding down here, he finds himself in 2nd place in the National League in that department. Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup batter, Tyler Wiggins. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line drive to center field. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Pirates lead it 5-1. Here's Nolan Arenado. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
All right, fielder number 32.
Here's Jay Bruce now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. From the stretch. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
You know, we saw these guys around the cage during batting practice, and they told us they were going to be aggressive. I think this is getting a little ridiculous. They better watch themselves. If they don't start putting balls in gaps, this guy's going to find himself in the 8th inning cruising.
Ready with the 0-2. And Bruce can't connect there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the inning.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit, right? That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
Ready now for Cincinnati. Joey Votto looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Hard hit ball to short. Fielded cleanly. One there. The relay on to first. The double play, and the side is retired. Boy, oh boy. Reds go down quietly. They're down 5-1. Into the box, Randy Wiggins. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Randy Wiggins.
First pitch of the at-bat. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Curtis Wiggins.
Ready once again, Curtis Wiggins. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. The 1-2. Back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Brian Brummett will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He's set and the pitch. First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. Hamilton is there, 2 gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, Scott Gifford.
Ready for another shot now, Scott Gifford. Now a throw over to first, and the runner back in standing. First pitch on its way. And the pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Wiggins at second with 2 down. One and one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1.
He's not having his best outing in this one, and I think that curveball is part of the reason why. He couldn't get on top of that one, and that's not the first time that's happened.
Good spot for the change there, and that'll knock things up at 2-2. The 2-2. Fouled off. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Pirates leave 1. They lead this one though 5-1. In now for the Reds, Heath Rose. He drew a walk his first time up.
Left fielder, Heath Rose.
And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Hard hit toward the hole, and that's through for a hit. So it's a leadoff base hit, and it makes for a good start to the inning for Cincinnati.
The catcher, number 5, Johnny Bench.
Digging in, Johnny Bench. Now the outfield shifts into a no doubles defense after getting the sign from the dugout, basically playing to keep the ball in front of him no matter what. First pitch of the at-bat, and a fastball just a bit up. The 1-0. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Nobody out, runner on first. A 1-2 count to Johnny Bench.
Count is 1 and 2.
The 1-2. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in left, number 22 on the year, and it's a 5-3 game now.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Now batting, second baseman, Peter Nishii.
Into the box now, Peter Nishii. He swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Wind up and the 0-1. Hard hit ball to short. Backhanded. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Pitcher number 37, Kevin Logan. Your
Joe
attention,
Morgan
please.
will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 8, Joe Morgan.
And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. 289 is the average coming in. Home runs up to 30 now, and 97 driven in. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. Gone! Solo shot here to left. Number 31 for him on the season. As they pull within one here, it's now a 5-4 game.
I'm cold in this booth, so I know those players have to be cold out there. But it doesn't matter to him. He still has enough power to knock it out of the park. To the opposite field, no less. Now that is some man strength.
The shortstop, number 9.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Gene Segura standing in. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. In there, strike two.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this.
Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The batter, number 6, center fielder, Billy Hamilton.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. Right over the middle, knee high. The 0-1. And that one just missed outside. The 1-1. This ball will be chopped foul. 3 runs already home here. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. 5 innings complete. Pirates on top, 5-4.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Reds, number 31, Andy Cole.
Digging in and looking for more, Dan Wiggins. Opportunity to bat for himself with his guys up a run here in the 6th. First pitch curveball swung on and missed. Strike one.
I know he got a swinging miss right there, but that was a hittable location to a really good hitter. I don't know if he gets those back if he continues to miss in those spots.
A ball and a strike now. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
And that misses 2-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away, so now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Bruce has a read on it, makes the play, 1 away.
Center fielder number 27, Christian Drummond.
So the Pirates batting order turns over and set to go. Christian Drummond. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. In the air out toward right field. Bruce has a read on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Christopher Wiggins.
Digging in to try it again, Christopher Wiggins. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. The windup and the 0-1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what?
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Pirates. They hold on to a 5-4 lead. Striding in once again, Nolan Arenado. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Third baseman, Nolan.
And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. Line to the right side. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard. So he'll hold on at first following the single to right. Make it 2 hits for him here this evening. And as we check out our Reds leaderboard, we find that he currently sits 3rd best on the club in that department. Digging in once again, Jay Bruce. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here comes the first pitch. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. The 1-0 is a low changeup that's laid off.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
2-1 the count. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Nipped the corner, 2-2.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball hitter, so you could take the strike zone and go to the ground with it. I can live with that being called a strike. What I can't live with is above the belt getting popped.
Got him to go down swinging there. Jake Bruce is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Now the outfield shifts into a no doubles defense after getting the sign from the dugout, basically playing to keep the ball in front of him no matter what. In is Joey Votto now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. No hits to this point. Now the 1-0. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. The 2-2 swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. That's back-to-back strikeouts now, as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Now the outfield shifts into a no-doubles defense after getting the sign from the dugout, basically playing to keep the ball in front of him no matter what. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch, and that one stayed up a little high. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Arenado leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
The 2-1 on its way. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And this pitch misses for ball 4, so that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with a man in scoring position.
So striding in, Johnny Bench, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. No balls and a strike to count. Now the outfield shifts into a no-doubles defense after getting the sign from the dugout, basically playing to keep the ball in front of him no matter what. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Now a bluff back to second as he'll just hold on to it. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, his second of the game, and they take a 7-5 lead. So that was the 3rd home run for these guys today.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Here's the Pirates skipper up out of the dugout now on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. 5 2/3 innings of work on his final ledger, as he was not particularly sharp from the get-go here. Jamie Fletcher will come on now as he'll be appearing in his 45th game this year.
Jamie Fletcher.
Nishi, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Behind 0-2 now. A pause, and the 0-2 misses for ball 1. The 1-2 fouled away. Try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But 3 for the Reds in the inning, all coming on this 3-run home run. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up to start the 7th. It's the Reds 7 and the Pirates 5. Back here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Reds leading this one as we start the 7th. And before we commence, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
Ready for another chance? Tyler Wiggins, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Now a move over to first, back in standing. Here comes the first pitch. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. Slider up that he gets a call on.
Hey, that's case in point right there. He thought that was going to hollow out his rib and ended up being a strike.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. Ready with the 1-2. He's running. Hit hard up the middle. A tag for 1 on to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Randy Wiggins.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Randy Wiggins. First pitch on its way. Fly ball heading for the alley. Hamilton is after it. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Ready once again, Curtis Wiggins. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Ready with the 0-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. 0-2 pitch is a curveball that misses 1-2.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch, because it'll be important for him.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a
Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. The next 3-2 is at the knees and called strike 3. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back from Cincinnati after this. Rodrigo Becerra is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. Up slider over the inside corner for a strike. Line to the right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So a leadoff base hit out of the 9th spot, and that sets the top of the order up nicely here to start the inning. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Rodrigo Becerra has just collected his first hit in the big leagues, and as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
The batter, number 6, center fielder, Billy.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Sometimes you can get away with a pitch in that location when you're running it up there that hard, but not consistently. You still have to work the edges of the zone most of the time.
And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Can't catch the corner away with the fastball. It's 2-1. Runners on first with 1 down. Grounded back up the middle, and that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now.
Hey, look at this guy compete right there. Nice base hit. Are you kidding me? He had already had the hat trick. He was staring the golden sombrero straight in the face, and he said, no thanks.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Now the outfield shifts into a no doubles defense after getting the sign from the dugout, basically playing to keep the ball in front of him no matter what. Comes set with the 0-1. Here's a shot to left field and deep into the upper deck and gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 34 home runs now on the year, as this is now a 5-run cushion. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Pirates, number 23, Bob Dixon.
Here's Jay Bruce now. And she'll take a changeup here for strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. Line drive to left. And that's going to be a base hit for Bruce.
Get the ball for this man. He needs to put that on the mantle. He's been struggling. The season hasn't gone according to plan, but he's staying pot committed and grinded out a nice night.
In is Joey Votto now. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here it comes. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Standing in now, Pete Rose, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. It was a walk in his last trip. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. This is line to left. This is right to him in left as he hardly has to move as he handles it for the final out. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. We'll march on to the 8th, and they've doubled things up now at 10-5. Joey Ramos has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Joey Ramos.
Leading off the inning, Brian Brummett, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Right-hander starts to loosen out from the bullpen now. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
Here he comes again, 1-2. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball that just misses inside. Now the 1-0. And he fouls this one off. 5 runs, 12 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Sometimes we use the phrase runs coming at a premium, but it's fair to say that none of us will be saying that tonight as we check out our line score. Neither pitching staff has really even showed up. Up next for the Buccos, Bob Dixon, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, and it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 home is in there for strike number 2. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. This is line to left. Rose is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They've got some work to do. It's 10-5. Now in the box, Johnny Bench. He went deep to the tune of a 3-run job his last time up.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Wind up and the 0-1. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. Gets through for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4 in this one. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Hey, I can't imagine that's the pitch he was looking for right there. But he did his best to keep his nose in there and drive that changeup for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Peter Nishii popped him up. Gifford near the first base bag. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the pitcher,
C.J. Cron will get a chance with the runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with one away.
C.J. Cron.
Ground ball foul down the left side. The average sits at 286 here to start play. 6 home runs, and he's driven in 24. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Sent on the ground out to second. Wiggins scoops it up, and that's the second out.
The shortstop, number 9, Gene Segura.
Gene Segura standing in. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First offering on its way. Tough slider down low for a strike. Bench at third with 2 away. One and one to the Reds leadoff man. So 1-1. Hit out towards second. To his right, Wiggins. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 9th inning coming up. The Reds lead it 10-5. Cincinnati's Fountain Square scene there as we welcome you back to Major League Baseball on the show. James Mixon comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
The 1-2. Locks him up for strike 3.
Now batting, left fielder.
Ready for another shot now. Christopher Wiggins. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Now he starts to chase a pitch outside, and he can't pull the bat back in time. It's strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2. The 2-1. The bouncer to the left side. On to first, and now the Pirates are down to their final out.
Now batting, right fielder, Roberto Clemente.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Roberto Clemente. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Check swing called strike, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And this will be a called strike 2. In trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
When I see guys check swinging, They're not seeing the baseball. They're not picking it up. You've got to take a step back. The only thing you tell yourself in this situation is do not move your head.
Pittsburgh down to their last strike. 2-2 now with 2 out here in the ninth. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. And he holds up on this one, but it's a called strike 3. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last?
This one ends with a 10-5 score. The Cincinnati Reds get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Andy HOF earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Dan Wiggins was hit hard to the tune of 7 earns. It takes the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our
Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. In the National League Central, Johnny Bench had an outstanding day, driving in 5 on 3 hits, as Cincinnati got the best of the Pirates 10-5. The win was their 5th straight as a team. As of today, the Reds sit in 2nd place in the National League Central, but they currently hold a spot in the NL wildcard race. And the Pirates are atop the division. They are more than 10 games ahead of 2nd place. The Braves sent 3 balls into the seats as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 7-4. Heading into the day, the Brewers are in 4th place in the NL Central. They're over 20 games out of 1st. And the Braves sit in 4th place in the National League East Division. They trail by 8.5 games. Chris Sale got the win, throwing 8 shutout innings as the Cubs took down the rival Cards 1-0. In the standings, the Cardinals are in 3rd place in the NL Central. They're over 20 games out of 1st. And the Cubs are 4th in the division. They're over 20 games out of 1st. The Mets swatted 4 home runs in this one as they took down the Fish in Miami 8-5. As of right now, the Marlins are in 2nd place in the NL East, yet they currently lead the race for the National League wildcard, while the Mets are 3rd in the division, 8 games out of 1st. The Washington Nationals combined to give up just 5 hits as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 8-3. As of today, the Phillies sit in last place in the National League East, 17 games out of 1st. And the Nationals are atop the division, 4 games up. The Rockies hit 3 long balls as they defeated the visiting Giants 10-5. Entering the Los Angeles Dodgers smacked 15 teams